Safe to Say Something, an anonymous reporting system.
She has been all over Twitter threatening revenge.
I knew this would happen.
He told me he was going to.
I saw his plans, but didn't believe he would ever do something like this. Why didn't they say something? Today, you will learn how to say something to protect yourself, your classmates, and our school community, and help prevent violence, suicides, and school threats.
Look for warning signs, signals, and threats. Act immediately. Take it seriously. Say something.
Schools are safe. However, schools are not immune to violence, suicide, or threats.
1 in 3 students reports being sad or hopeless for 2 or more weeks in the last 12 months.
1 million students did not go to school 1 or more days in the last 30 days because they felt unsafe at or on their way to or from school.
1 million students were harassed, threatened, or subject to other forms of cyberbullying.
There are steps you can take to protect yourself, your classmates, and our school community, and help prevent violence, suicides, and threats. Good news for you. Individuals often show warning signs and share information before they are violent, attempt suicide, or make threats.
In 3 separate studies, researchers found 37% of threats of violence were sent electronically, 28% used social media. Most mass shootings are planned for 6 or more months in advance. In nearly every case, warning signs were given. 70% of people who complete suicide tell someone their plans or give some other warning sign.
If we teach you how to look for warning signs, signals, and threats, you should act immediately and take it seriously. Say something. We will get better at reducing violence, threats, and tragic consequences, creating safer, healthier schools and communities. First, look for warning signs, signals, and threats.
What is a warning sign? Thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that indicate significant change and that an individual may be in need of help. Warning signs can be withdrawal from others, bullying or hitting, negative role models, excessive anger, impulsive, intimidating, extreme mood changes, thoughts or plans of harming self or others, blaming others for own failures, or fear of riding the bus and going to school, and will not forgive or forget the wrongs of other people. Also, significant personal change, excessive feelings of isolation or rejection.
What is a warning signal? Gestures or actions that transmit information which can be either overt or vague in nature. Warning signals might include giving away of possessions, fascinations with suicide, rigid beliefs or ideologies, bragging about access, fascinations with weapons, fascination with school shootings, fascination and or writings and drawings of death, recruiting a friend to join an attack, warning a friend to stay away from school or an event, or bragging about an upcoming attack. Okay.
What is a threat? A threat is any communication, directly or through another party, which has the intent to harm themselves or someone else. A threat is when someone makes a statement such as, "Somebody should do that here," supporting violent acts, or "Someone should blow this place up," or "My life isn't worth living. I'm going to take her and her friends out. You'd be better off without me. And they will regret they ever met me."
Where are warning signs, signals, and threats found? Social media is a primary source of signs, signals, and threats, followed by hallways, lunchrooms, and classrooms. In what form are they found? Spoken, photos, videos, written, gestures, as well as in actions and behaviors. Social media posts to apps or sites like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Kik.
It's not just about violence and suicide. You can also help with other problems. like eating disorders, substance abuse or addiction problems, bullying or being bullied, maybe a sexual predator or being preyed on, abusing or being abused verbally and or physically.
Step 2 is to act immediately and take it seriously. When should you act? Whenever you see, hear, or read a warning sign, signal, or threat. You should act immediately and seek out help. What delays acting immediately? Sometimes people think, we all spoke to him, he would never do that. Or I thought someone else would tell someone. I thought they might feel better tomorrow. Or they're too young to hurt themselves or others. Or he's just trying to get attention, it's not real. I would say something if it was a big enough deal. Or I was waiting for the right moment to say something. If he was going to do something, why would he say it publicly?
Act immediately and take it seriously. There is no entry age. Let the experts assess the situation, the sign, the signal, or the threat. Individuals often announce their planned actions. Be an upstander, not a bystander. What stops acting immediately? If you tell on someone, you'll be later labeled a traitor, rat, and/or risk being alienated or physically hurt.
What's the difference between saying something or telling on someone? Saying something means getting someone help for their own safety and well-being, and to protect yourself and others from harm. It means you want to get that person help. It's not telling on someone. Telling on someone means you are purposely trying to get someone in trouble for your own gain, or you just want to get them in trouble. Act immediately. Take it seriously. When you act, you could save someone's life or the lives of others. When you do not act, especially out of fear, you risk losing a friend or a classmate or a teacher. Individuals want to be helped, but they may not understand that they need help, or they just don't know how to get it.
Say something. Always call 911 in an emergency. Say something to a trusted adult. Who do I say something to? Say something to a trusted adult. They have the experience, knowledge, and means to know how to get help for an individual.
Examples of trusted adults might include a parent or teacher, guidance counselor, school psychologist, a community organization leader, school police or resource officer, a coach, an instructor or mentor, principal or school support staff, or even a religious leader.
How do you say something to a trusted adult? Before talking to the adult, gather any texts, photos, videos, or other communication that you may have or have seen. If all or some portions were spoken, then write down what you heard. When having a conversation, follow these steps. Step 1. Say to the trusted adult, I must talk to you about, and then name the individual. Step 2. He or she has threatened, and then explain what they threatened to do. Or, I am noticing warning signs or signals, and then explain what those warning signs or signals are. Step 3. Say, I need your help now to get her or him help. Share where an adult can find the individual. Share their parents' names or their contact information if you know that.
What if you can't tell a trusted adult or you want to remain anonymous? Use the Safe to Say Something anonymous reporting system. So how does it work? Step 1, report an anonymous tip. Step 2, the crisis center may ask for a few questions to understand what's going on. And step 3, within seconds, the right people will be notified. To submit your tip anonymously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, use either the Say Something mobile app or call 1-844-SAF-2-SAY or you can submit online through the safetosaypa.org website.
Tips are sent to the Crisis Center 24/7, 365 days a year. Analysts will be there to ensure that the tip has enough information, and they may ask more questions via the two-way anonymous dialogue. Then they forward the tip to school officials and 911 as is needed.
Intervene and help. Your school officials and 911 as needed will immediately assess, intervene, and take all necessary action to protect students. Second, your school officials then report the outcomes into the Safe to Say Something system to assure accountability and follow-up of all tips.
To get the app, download the app onto your phone or mobile device from Google Play or the Apple App Store. Make sure to search for the Safe to Say Something app. To use the app, first create and enter a 4-digit passcode when prompted. Then enter your school name by typing your school name, then select middle or high school. When entering a tip from the home page, select Submit a Tip. Then you select a concern and provide all relevant details and attach any relevant photos, videos, or sound files, and then you submit the tip.
After submitting a tip, you will receive an acknowledgement and a thank you for submitting the tip. You'll also receive a statement that you can check the status, view replies, or add more information to a submitted tip should you have more information. There are 2 methods to check the status, view replies, or add information. First, via the app and the Review Update Existing Tip tab, and via the website and input the tip ID number and password.
To review or update a tip and two-way anonymous dialogue, first select Review and Update Existing Tip. Next, select the tip you wish to update and read the request or update information / add attachment. Lastly, use the anonymous dialog box to update a tip or to answer questions.
To submit a tip on the website, go to safetosaypa.org, then select Submit a Tip, then complete the form. Once submitted, you receive a tip number and password to allow you to return to the website, log in anonymously, and provide new and/or additional information.
To update a tip or respond to an inquiry using the two-way anonymous dialogue, select Follow Up on a Tip and enter the ID number and password you were given when you first submitted the tip. To submit a tip by phone, call 1-844-SAF-2-SAY, 1-844-SAFE-TO-SAY. An analyst will ask a series of questions, such as the name of the school you attend and its location. They will ask for a description of the situation and any individuals involved. They may also ask for location details or other details to assess the situation. At the end of the call, you will receive a tip number and password to allow you to log in online or to call back and provide new and/or additional information. This will also enable you to view or listen to private messages requesting additional anonymous information from you.
To update a tip or respond to an inquiry using two-way anonymous dialogue, go to safetosaypa.org. Select Follow Up on Tip and enter the tip ID number and the password.
To submit your tip anonymously, use the Safe to Say Something mobile app. Call 1-844-SAFE-TO-SAY or go online to safetosaypa.org. You can also submit secure and anonymous safety concerns 24/7, 365 days a year.
Why say something? You are the eyes and ears of our school.
You see and hear things that others don't.
You can reduce violence, suicide, and school threats.
Proof that saying something works. I made a difference for someone else. I saved my friend's life. I averted a school shooting. I got help from my friend being physically abused.
Take the pledge. Look for warning signals, signs, and threats.
Act immediately and take it seriously.
Say something to help create a safer, healthier school.
Just remember, it's safe to say something.